How much of being an engineer and a producer is getting a good sound out of the equipment, and how much of it is making the musicians feel good so they can make a good sound themselves?
I would say that it's 90% the musicians and 10% the rest of it. You know, the fact of the matter is now, there are all these vintage mics out there, you know, old Neumann and Telefunken microphones, but you can buy incredible microphones now. You can buy incredible mic preamps. I mean, the really good ones are a little expensive, but you have a couple of those, you're set. You're really set, because with those you can do anything. So that part is really technically pretty good. Most of the time, people make the mistake of using too much EQ, too much compression, too much of this, and they actually mess up what they had in the beginning. But really, the performance is everything, and whether the performance comes from the producer, who is going to be like the arranger, or whether it's coming from the musician. I mean, obviously, we live in a kind of different world now where a lot of the music that you listen to is, I'd call it manufactured. It's really a production team doing everything, and then a singer comes in. I mean, because you don't really think Jessica Simpson is like, you know, a great artist. You know, so she has a great team. There is one rarity, Christina Aguilera, who can actually sing and can actually write a song. But she's really an aberration. Most of them have a big production team. They do all the work, and the singer comes in and becomes really famous. It's great. It's great. That used to not exist. It used to be a little bit different.
Well, records are very much illusions, like movies, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. There are two realities. There's a recorded reality and a live reality. And bands that you have heard that are live sometimes make really crappy albums. And then there are ones that make really, really great albums, but if you've ever heard them live, are just horrible. And then there are some bands that are actually great doing both things. Recording, the whole thing is really an art. There's all this technology involved, but it really is an art. And there are some really great artists out there, great production teams. You know, whatever you think of modern music, there are some great production teams out there that make just phenomenal records.